Hello everyone, welcome to Lion Habitat Ranch and our third giraffe painting demonstration. And hello to all of our online participants as well. My name is Caitlin, my partner here is Lauren, and the star of the show, who is hanging out at his hay feeder right now, is Ozzy. For you guys at home, we do have a donation button added to this post, so if you wanted to donate when you think Ozzy is doing a particularly awesome job of painting, go ahead and hit that donate button. Any donations are greatly appreciated. We are a non-profit here, and we depend on you guys' admissions and on our donations to stay here and feeding our animals. Although Ozzy might not be painting at all, because apparently he's really preoccupied. Hey Oz! Are you ready to paint? Hey, are you ready to paint? So Ozzy is a 6-year-old reticulated giraffe. Reticulated giraffes are part of several species of giraffe, and giraffes are the tallest land animal. These guys can get up to about 18 to 20 feet tall. You didn't make it all the way over there, bud. Although Ozzy here is about 16 feet tall, he's saying hello to everybody at home over there. Hi, you ready? He stands at about 16 feet tall. He does have a little under a year to get up a little bit taller, because they are usually full grown when they're about 7. So he could get a little bit taller, but we're not anticipating too much taller because his dad wasn't that tall. In fact, Ozzy came to us from Tanganyika Wild Animal Park in Kansas, where his dad lived. However, these guys are pretty much solitary in the wild, the males are. They just come in to breed with the herds of females, and then they take off again. So they couldn't keep both males at their facility. They didn't have enough room to keep them separate and safe, so they were looking for another home for Ozzy, and we said, oh, we'd be happy to take a giraffe here. And we love him. He's a little distracted today. He is 6, I might have mentioned that. He's gonna stick. He's ready. You can see he's got a nice long tongue. Giraffes' tongues actually grow. You're only painting that one armpit, or what? Giraffes' tongues grow 1 inch for every foot in height they grow. And that purple color on there acts as a natural sunscreen for them. So when they're reaching up into the tall trees, they have protection from the hot sun. Giraffes' tongues are also prehensile, so you can see he kind of grabs onto the paintbrush when I hand it to him. That's what makes him such a good painter. Prehensile is just a fancy way to say that they can grab things. It's the same property that you find in primate tails sometimes. They use that prehensile tongue to wrap around the tree branches and pull all the leaves off. You can see Ozzy is practicing that natural behavior on our mulberry trees behind us. He's turning them into mulberry bushes. You ready? We do like to make sure that his mouth is empty before he paints again, otherwise we end up with some extra texture on that t-shirt. And people don't tend to like shoot up veggies on their clothing items. Ozzy's not sure why. He thinks it just adds a little texture. He's the artist. He thinks he should be able to do whatever he wants. Right, Oz? Are you ready? So distracted, he's watching Melanie. You ready? Oh, while Ozzy is painting, you might hear a clicking sound. That is me. Every time he touches the canvas or the t-shirt in this case, with the brush, I make a clicking sound right here to let him know that exactly what he's doing at that moment is what he's getting paid for. All of our giraffes, all of our animals work on positive reinforcement, so no one's ever forced to do anything they don't want to do. They just know that they're going to get a little bit of an extra treat if they do what we're asking. So that click in there lets him know what we're asking for. Otherwise, he'd start to think that he was getting a treat every time he handed me the brush, because that's the last thing he does. And he would skip the painting part and just start handing me the brush.
Blue is apparently much better.
Blue is better. Ozzy can see in color, and he does tend to have favorite colors. If he likes the color, it usually ends up on what we're trying to paint. If he doesn't like the color so much, it usually ends up on Hello, hello. Or on the barn, you can see that nice mural behind Lauren there. We also like to say he does hair streaking, face painting, and fingernail polish, because whoever's holding the piece of art does tend to get a little colorful as well. But, you know, like I said earlier, Lauren's face mask today, and I think he's just trying to help her color coordinate it. You know, he thinks maybe she needs some blue fingernail polish. Right, Oz? Oh, the lions are talking. They're trying to steal the show. That is their roar. That sounded more like a, this is my space. Don't steal my spot roar. Which brings us to the fact that we have 31 lions here on property. And you might be wondering what Ozzy thinks about living on site with so many large carnivores. Ozzy says, no problem. I'm a lot bigger than they are. Our largest lion is Dude. He weighs about 500 pounds. Which is pretty big for a lion. Usually the males average a little bit closer to 500 pounds. Did I say 600 pounds?
You said 5.
Okay. He weighs 600 pounds. Usually they weigh a little bit closer to 500. But Ozzy here can get up to 3,000 pounds when he's full grown. Giraffes can also kick in any direction and can take out a full-grown lion with a single kick. So lions don't tend to like to prey on giraffes very often in the wild. If they do, they wait till they bend down to drink water. Because they are so tall, they have to reach that long neck all the way down to the ground and spread those long legs out wide to reach the water. And this gives the lions an opportunity to attack that they wouldn't otherwise have. So if they can find easier prey, they will. And giraffes have an important job for that reason. They act as as the sentinels of the savannah. Which just means from their unique vantage point, they can see danger coming from a lot farther away than other herd animals. So all the zebra and gazelle and animals like that look to the giraffe to let them know when... Are you sure you're done? You got stuff in your cheeks? Yeah? All right. To let them know when danger's coming. Even if they can't see it, if they see the giraffe start to move, they start to move as well. Now, Ozzy here doesn't have to worry too much about being a sentinel. However, he has another important job here besides painting. He acts as an animal ambassador for giraffes in the wild. Unfortunately, these guys are going through what is known as a silent extinction right now. Which just means not a lot of people have heard that their numbers are rapidly decreasing in the wild. In fact, they have gone down by up to 80% in less than the last 20 years. This is due mostly to habitat loss, but hunting and poaching also play a role. So Ozzy is here to let everybody know just how amazing giraffes are. We want to keep them around for a long time to come, and the only appropriate way to shoot a giraffe is with a camera. Ozzy is quite the ham. He does love to have his photo taken. He just asks that you please tag him on social media. Hashtag Ozzy the Giraffe. It's pretty popular on Tinder. Right, Oz? So as I said at the beginning of the show, Ozzy is 6, and if anyone's ever met a 6-year-old before, you might know that they do not have the best of attention spans sometimes. So we do like to keep these painting demonstrations pretty short and sweet so Ozzy doesn't get bored and wander off on us. So we'll probably call this his last stroke and call it good for right now. We do like to end on a positive note though, so if you guys want to go ahead and give Ozzy a round of applause. Oz, they liked it. Want to go ahead and take a bow? Kind of a cheating bow. If you guys liked Ozzy's artwork, you can check it out in the gift shop. He's got hats, scarves, t-shirts, canvases, keychains, and all kinds of good stuff. We are just asking that we do one family at a time right now to be safe. So if somebody's in there before you, just wait until they come out before you enter. This t-shirt right here is up for sale, so if anyone was interested, that includes you guys. We are going to include a link to buy the t-shirt on our Facebook page here. You can go to our website and enter its number and buy it that way, or if you're here, you can buy it in the gift shop. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Enjoy the rest of your visit, and thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you next time.